Good morning, students. In semester 6, paper 6.1 includes genetics, molecular biology, and evolution. And unit 1.1 is my syllabus in genetics. Today, I am going to explain about introduction of genetics. The term genetics was coined by Bateson in 1905. In a broad sense, genetics gives us an account of heredity and variations among organisms. That means genetics is the study of heredity and variations among organisms. Heredity is defined as the transmission of characters or factors. Now, factors are called genes. Heredity is defined as the transmission of characters or factors from parents to offsprings. The minor differences between the individuals of the same parents are called variations. Such variations occur in both plants and animals. The variations are of two types, namely hereditary variations and environmental variations. The hereditary variations are genetical and so they are inherited, whereas environmental variations are acquired during their lifetime in their environment. The hereditary variations are of great importance in the process of evolution of new species. The process of evolution of new species is called speciation. Hence, variations are the food of evolution. Next, Mendelism. Gregor Johann Mendel is considered as the father of genetics. Mendel was born in a poor farmer's family at Heinzendorf, now it is called Czechoslovakia, on 22nd July 1822. He completed his graduation and became priest at Brunn. In 1854, he was appointed as a teacher of mathematics and natural science at monastery. Mendel conducted experiments on garden pea, Pisum sativum, for about 14 years. He selected pea plants because of the following advantages. Number 1, the pea plant shows a number of clear-cut contrasting or alternating characters. Number 2, it is very easy to cultivate the pea plants in open ground. Number 3, the flowers of the plants are normally self-fertilized and cross-pollination is not very difficult. Number 4, artificial fertilization is almost successful. Number 5, the hybrids of garden pea are perfectly fertile. Number 6, they have a short growth period and a short life cycle. Number 7, many pure breeding varieties are available for the experiments. Though Mendel observed 36 variations in pea plants, but he selected only 7 different contrasting features for his experiments as shown below. Number 1, first he selected shape of the seeds. In shape of the seeds, there are 2 contrasting features. One is round seed and the other is wrinkled seed. Round seed is a dominant trait or dominant character and wrinkled seed is a recessive trait or recessive character. and he selected the color of seeds. In color of seeds, there are two colors. Number one, yellow. Number two, green. Yellow is a dominant character and green is a recessive character. And he selected the color of parts. There are two colors in parts, that is green and yellow. Green is a dominant character and yellow is a recessive character. Then he selected shape of the pod. In shape of the pod, he selected two contrasting traits. They are full or inflated and constricted. Inflated is a dominant character and constricted is a recessive character. And he selected the height of the plant. In height of the plant, there are two varieties, like some are tall plants and some are short plants. Tall plants are dominant characters and short plant is a recessive character. And he selected the position of flowers, and there are two types of position of flowers. They are flowers at the junctions and flowers at the branches. Flowers at the junctions is a dominant trait and flowers at the tip of the branches are a recessive trait. Then he selected flower color. There are two colors, that is purple and white. Purple is a dominant character and white is a recessive character. Before the study of Mendelism, it is essential to understand some terminologies used in genetics. English alphabets were used by Mendel to represent factors or genes. Dominant character is represented by capital letter and recessive character is represented by small letter. For example, in pea plant, tallness is dominant character and represented by capital T, and dwarfness is recessive character and represented by small t. However, parental and subsequent generations are also represented by capital letters. Following are the common terminologies used to study elementary genetics. Number one, P1 generations. In genetics, organisms used in initial cross are called parental generations or P1 generations. Number two, F1 generation. The progeny or offsprings produced by the parental generations are called first filial generations or F1 generations. Number three, F2 generation or second filial generation. The progeny produced by the parents of F1 generation are called second filial generations or F2 generations. Number four, gene. Mendel used the term factors or determiners. In modern genetics, this term is replaced by the term gene. A gene is defined as a determinant of heredity. I repeat the same. A gene is defined as determinant of heredity. Genes are located on the chromosomes. The gene is a functional unit of heredity. Chemically, it is composed of DNA. Number five, locus. In genetics, a locus is a specific fixed position on a chromosome where a particular gene or genetic marker is located. I repeat the same. In genetics, a locus is a specific fixed position on a chromosome where a particular gene or genetic marker is located. The position of a gene on a particular chromosome is called locus. A locus is a point or place on the chromosome where a particular gene is located. It is a physical site or location of a specific gene on a chromosome. Each locus may be the site of several alleles. Number 6. Alleles. It is seen that tallness or dwarfness are different or alternative expressions of a gene, and such genes are called alleles. Each gene has one or more alleles which control the expression of the same character. Capital T is an allele of small t and vice versa. Hence, a pair of genes representing alternative expression of the same character located at the same locus in the homologous chromosomes are called alleles. I repeat the same. A pair of genes representing alternative expression of the same character located at the same locus in the homologous chromosomes are called alleles. Next, number 7, homologous chromosomes. A pair of physically and chemically alike chromosomes that pair during meiosis are called homologous chromosomes. A pair of physically and chemically alike chromosomes that pair during meiosis are called homologous chromosomes. These are pair of identical chromosomes where one chromosome is of maternal origin and the other is of paternal origin. Number 8, genotype. The genetic content or constitution of an organism received by its parents is called genotype. Genotype is nothing but a genetic content or constitution of an organism received by its parents is called genotype. The genotype of a particular character is represented in English alphabet. Tallness as capital T or capital T small t, and dwarfness as small t. Number 8, phenotype. The genotype means appearance of organism which is determined by interaction of genotype and environment. That means the phenotype means appearance of an organism which is determined by interaction of genotype and environment. It may be external or internal or microscopic. Number 9, homozygotes. Each tall and dwarf plant of the parental generation had identical genes like capital T or small t. Organisms containing two identical genes for a particular character are said to be pure or homozygotes. Homozygotes produce only one type of gametes. Number 10, heterozygotes. Some tall plants had dissimilar genes like capital T, small t. Organisms containing contrasting or dissimilar genes for a particular character are called heterozygotes. Heterozygotes produce two kinds of gametes. Next, dominant and recessive gene. In a heterozygote, there are two contrasting genes like capital T and small t, but only one of these expresses itself. The gene which expresses itself in a heterozygote is called dominant gene. The other gene, that is small t, which does not find an expression is called the recessive gene. The recessive gene may express itself in the absence of the dominant gene of the pair. Next, checkerboard. In genetics, while studying monohybrid or dihybrid crosses, the genes of P1 or parental generation, F1 or first filial generation, and F2 or second filial generations are diagrammatically represented in a specific pattern called checkerboard. Next, back cross and test cross. When F1 individuals are crossed with either of two parents, it is called back cross. I repeat the same. When F1 individuals are crossed with either of two parents, it is called back cross. When the F1 hybrid is crossed with the dominant parent, the cross is called dominant back cross. If F1 individual is crossed with recessive parent, it is called test cross. Test cross is used to test whether the F1 individual is homozygote or heterozygote. Next, hybrid. A hybrid is an organism resulting from a cross between two different parents. That is, a hybrid is an organism resulting from a cross between two different parents. Example, the F1 plants of Mendel's experiments or hybrids. The hybrid resulting from a cross between two parents differing in only one character is called monohybrid. The hybrid resulting from a cross between two parents differing in two characters is called a dihybrid. That's all.